Hello everyone and welcome to September the 17th, 1939, or turn 9. We are down to the last three turns after this, I believe. So things are coming down to the wire. Clear weather again, unfortunately. And a Soviet, that's good. Soviet Volunteer Regiment has arrived. Unfortunately, I think it's a bit out of the way. And that one's definitely out of the way. Okay, well, it looks like we're mobilizing a lot of emergency regiments. German losses are 13%, Polish losses are 30% pretty much. And let's have a look, see how well that went. But from a glimpse there, it's not looking great. Okay, so BB Joey very cheekily cuts the supplies to the panzers. It's not much more than an annoyance, but every little bit helps. Looks like he's falling back where he can, causing troubles. Not a lot interesting here. Yeah, fall back before the German light divisions and run away as fast as you can. He's going to stand and die there by the looks of it. Not a bad idea. Makes them work for the victory points. And this brave charge with some tanks failed to inflict any casualties on the German artillery. It was worth a shot though. Looks like the German... Ooh, ouch, Jesus, it's brutal. The German air power is coming in a big way. And there isn't a lot we can do about it. We have some flak, but not enough. Yep, same thing. The flak is actually inflicting a few losses there, but not actually, that'll be the Spitfires and the last of our Air Force. Yeah, we'll see. It's nice to down at least a few planes. Yeah, these guys are basically dead. There's not much they can do to survive. Same over here, we've abandoned everything pretty much, and the Germans are taking advantage of that to leapfrog forward. They will not be fast enough to reach Warsaw by the end of the game though, so it doesn't really matter. These fronts are largely just irrelevant to the outcome. Yep, even though they are erasing our troops pretty fast. Which, is unfortunate, but there really isn't anything you can do about it. They just have too much power. And at the very least, all that German infantry and firepower is concentrated somewhere else. Looks like they're advancing. Being a bit more cautious about cut-off troops now. That's interesting. I wonder what they're doing here. It looks like they're going full charge to try and cross the river down here or something. Yeah, they're probably trying to pocket this section, which we cannot do a lot about. We're falling back as fast as we can, but I did leave it slightly too long. That's quite funny that this tank unit survived. I did not expect them to. Oh wow, they're really taking a beating and just refusing to... Wow, okay. Extra medals for the 201st. But yeah, these guys are toast. Nothing to be done here except make the Germans waste action points. Up the top, they're breaking through. The river lines will hopefully slow them down, but yeah, this is just BB Joey's delaying action. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, not unexpected. This is going to be the harsh part, I think. Look at all those German panzers. They are going to hammer us. Their losses weren't too high. I hadn't set them on a very high retreat percentage. But yeah, ouch, this is bad. This is going worse than I had thought. Heavy losses, perhaps unsurprisingly. Although we did hold there, which is interesting. I'm glad of that. It does kind of give these guys the 29th a chance to retreat this turn if they survive. They may not, judging by the sheer amount of German troops. Yeah, at least their losses weren't extreme. Okay, we have to get the Polish troops embedded in the city as much as possible, otherwise it's no go. Same thing here, just a broad advance across the front as Baby Joey retreats. Yeah, once the Polish forces break, they break hard, and there's really only so much we can do about it. Overall, I think we've fought quite a good campaign, and it'll be interesting to see if we manage to hold Warsaw. So, just a quick overview of the fronts. Not much here, we're just preventing them from crossing the river as much as we can. Soviet volunteers, not in very... Actually, I'll be able to rail them into Warsaw, so that's good. We've still got the one bridge across the river. And hopefully I can repair one of these because they've cut the other rail lines. That's slightly foolish of me. Earlier in the game I got a bit too enthusiastic about blowing up rail lines. Whoops. We'll see how it goes here. Not looking great. And these guys have not advanced as much as I thought they would. So yeah, the 10th Army is the big question mark. Whether or not they will be able to break into Warsaw. So they've reached basically the edge of the clear terrain. The rest is forest, light urban, which has some pretty, if you look at the attack and defense mods, pretty significant penalties for the attacker, especially for artillery, which is a big German area of superiority. And my doorbell is going, so I'm going to leave it here. Okay, so we've got the choice between 5 units of workers militia or 400 T-26 tanks. It's quite a tricky choice, that one. Militia will fight better in these cities, but the tanks might give us a chance to actually put some hurt on these panzer thrusts. So I think right now the key part is going to be trying to hold open this bit so these guys can continue falling back. So I might go for the tanks. Where can I deploy them though? I have to deploy them in Warsaw. That's fine. Two quite powerful T-26 units. They will, yeah, give us the striking power to fight back against the German attacks. If we can have them survive the probable absolute barrage of flak that's coming their way. Light urban tanks on the defense are not great, but not awful, so I might actually, you know what, they need to be on the front lines right away. That's our best bet. Let's see what happens here. And just for fun, that's all tanks, as it really is. Something a bit softer. See how many artillery units we can put on them. Same over here. Let's put as many artillery as we can on this front section. Probably not enough to do much. No, they're quite battered. And same again over here. Put some hurt and at least hope to reduce their readiness a bit. so they can't attack us quite as effectively next turn. As you can see, you've got quite large stacks of units in here. And tried to form a wall around here. A lot of that is just that's the places that I could move the troops, and not much else can be done, but it's also in part. Let's put these guys onto, oh no, I can't because they're part of the other group. But yeah, that's it for the reserve movements. We're trying another cheeky cutoff movement here, but they're about to connect up here, so it doesn't really matter. Right, on to the Polish Northern Forces. Same story. And yeah, I'm going to do the moves for these guys now and get back to you at the end of it. Okay, so overall, at the end of the turn, we've managed to stack up quite a lot of men in Warsaw, and at this point, a reasonable flat coverage. Would have been nice to try and hold this light forest hex, but just 4 sides attacking it was never going to be able to hold. But yeah, quite a wall here. Artillery shot off, and basically we've done our best. We'll have to see if they manage to take it, which is of course not a guarantee. Overall, pretty good.